Why do people say God-fearing as a positive thing? Shouldn't you love God? It is a biblical command, frequently repeated. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is man's all. It's an old usage of the word that has dropped out of everyday use. Like overmorrow has disappeared somehow in English. In the case of fear, it can also mean to hold something in reverence or awe. And that's the use the Bible means. You can see this more clearly if you look at a Hebrew Bible. The Hebrew word for fear, yar, in verses such as Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 24, means reverence or awe. God-fearing isn't meant to be said as fear like scared. God-fearing is generally used as, we should fear God, as in respect God or love God. It's weird. Yes, I know I had this question before, but after talking and understanding that there is nothing to be afraid of. In this case the German word makes more sense. Ehrfurcht, which basically means honored fear. The word fear nowadays is often understood to mean an expectation of harm or pain. Generally a painful emotion characterized by alarm or dread. But the same word in this instance refers to awe and a profound reverence for the Creator and a wholesome dread of displeasing Him. Similarly, we use electricity every day in our homes. But we don't go pulling out wires from our walls and messing around with them because we know the power it has and what can result if we don't use it properly. We aren't terrified of electricity, yet we have a healthy respect for it. Fearing God isn't being afraid, it's like the ultimate respect and reverence. I think C.S. Lewis described this well with his metaphorical depiction of God through his character Aslan. Is he safe? Quote, safe? Who said anything about safe? Course he isn't safe. But he's good. He's the king. I tell you. He's wild. You know, not a tame lion. We love God for his benevolent, altruistic, and humanitarian spirit. We fear him only in the sense that it is foolish to forget how many magnitudes of power he is above us and to not take his goodwill for granted. There are lion handlers in the world who enjoy affection from lions. They will be the first to tell you these are not tame animals in any smallest degree. Forgetting that fact can be the last mistake a handler ever makes. An electrician might frequently work with high voltage that could kill them in an instant. A healthy fear is a rational understanding of danger, keeping it at the forefront of our minds and decision-making. Note that a lion handler's healthy fear might inform them not to panic or show signs of distress. That might trigger a predatory response in the lions. Healthy fear is rational, while panic clouds our judgment. God is dangerous. How can an omnipotent being not be dangerous? But he is good and wants what's best for us. So we love him. And Reddit will downvote me to hell because they don't agree. Which wasn't my point. I was just answering the question, not telling anyone to change anything they believe. It means to give him the utmost respect and reverence. As a father you love dearly but also respect his rules and discipline. God wants people to be afraid of how much they love him. This is up there with fundamentalists who have a meltdown because some old titles include the word worship. No, it doesn't mean the same thing when it's used that way. It's like this. By fearing God, we try our best not to disappoint him out of our love for him. We love him enough that we fear upsetting him. As usual, this is a case where the Bible's translations hold up poorly over time. Fear, in this context, refers to a paralyzing awe. I stand in fear would be equivalent to I stand in awe. God-fearing is equivalent to in awe of God. As an atheist, I don't fear God. I do fear the zealots that worship him. I've always felt it was a phrase to keep people in line and to justify hate. My church taught us that and about the elevator to hell, too. All fear-based. Even God's love was something I feared. No. You need to fear him. Because he'll send you to hell unless you pray for forgiveness and give him your money.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.